Oh, we're live. We're live.
Are we actually this time?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think everything broke though.
What? How? What happens, dude? What do you mean?
I think everything broke. Everything broke. Now all there is a screen now. The webcam, the webcam was like, you know what? I don't feel like working today.
It's a conspiracy, guys. Matt, be honest. Is it because you didn't do your hair? Because you're not wearing a shirt. You haven't showered for a while.
No. I have pants. Okay. I have pants.
Okay.
I did my hair. I took a bath like usual. Everything's fine. It's just that OBS decides to take a big giant poop on the stream. So what is up, guys, and welcome to VisualWood episode number 3. Not 3.
Yeah, 302, baby.
Yeah. 103.
303. You guys missed 200 episodes. What have you been doing with your lives?
Yes, exactly.
Can you imagine that? Do you realize someone may have listened to like the first 5 VisualWoods and then be like, I hate Guild Wars 2, I'm leaving, right? Or, might have had something tragic happen in their life, like, I don't know, getting a real job, and all of a sudden they can't be on the internet. And do you realize that they can return to this podcast 100 episodes down the line and be like, oh, I missed 100 episodes of the VisualWood podcast. I'm going to go back and listen to them. How crazy is that?
Some people have done it. I mean, I wonder if they're like, because there's those type of people who don't know anything about Guild Wars 2, and then they go back and listen to like what the podcast was before, and they're like, oh, wait a minute, what are they talking about? So
I get a lot of messages from people who are like, whoa, WP, you and Matt totally predicted X, Y, and Z. And it's just because, look, guys, if you do we did what, like 50 pods, very much heavily slanted on that game, right?
Yeah.
If you spend that long talking about something, eventually you're going to strike gold. And then it's pretty cool that people go back in time and like cherry pick all the little things we got right. And then they're like, oh, you're gurus. It's like, yes, excellent. Excellent.
I think it was just because, we were gurus. It has nothing to do that we talk all the time about the game.
Dude, what did I talk to you about? We need to appear humble to the audience. Okay?
Oh, it's nothing about being humble,
Look,
man.
have you never watched Heroes? No good will come of bragging about your ability to see the future.
Wait, you're talking about the old series? Are you talking about?
I don't know. I've never seen any Heroes. I was shooting in the dark there and hoping it would make sense. Does it?
So you're lying again. You're doing this again.
Oh, come on.
You're doing this
Heroes,
again.
in Heroes, could anyone ever see the future?
Okay, so first you're lying to me that you played Undertale. Then you didn't like Ex Machina, which is like you totally missed the point of the movie. I don't know if I can call you my friend.
Guys,
it's gonna be the visual podcast. Okay.
Earlier, I linked Matt the trailer for the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. And with it, I left him a comment saying, looks good. Better than Deus Ex Machina. What? Deus Ex? Wait, what? No, Ex Machina. Better than Ex Machina. Can tell by the trailer. Look, Ex Machina, let me just lay it on the road for you, Matt. Like, in all seriousness, it was a good movie. It was a really well done movie. It had some serious highs. But it wasn't without flaw.
Don't dig the hole, okay?
It wasn't without flaw. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Of course, nothing is without flaw.
I know. And I'm just pointing the flaws out. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm being a negative ninny, and I'm pointing the flaws out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So seriously, what did you think of TM and T2?
Listen.
T for trailer.
Like I said, I gave up. I saw the first movie.
Look at how good it is.
And, oh, Jesus.
But no, everybody's enjoying it because the turtles are smaller. They're not like Hulks anymore, and they've recast one of the guys.
Listen, she's in there. So,
what is so bad about Megan Fox? Let's get out.
It looked like she was doing a better job during the trailer, but it's just a trailer. But she was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Listen, I enjoyed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for what it is, and I think something broke inside when I watched that movie. But I think I'm okay. Because now I can watch anything without even when I watched Fantastic Four, I wasn't necessarily mad about it or anything like that. Maybe because I wasn't as invested as I was into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when I was a kid. This was one of the first games I played on the Nintendo. So oh my gosh, Tyler Perry. Why is he in this? Why is Tyler Perry
you not like
in
Tyler
this?
Perry? Why? What's wrong with?
No, he's fine. He's fine. He just. It's gonna be a good movie. It's gonna be good eye candy. Everyone's gonna be happy, right? Everyone's happy, right? Chat.
Just lay it on the line for me. How did you feel watching the movie? The trailer?
I thought it was. There goes the sexy shot. Good job, Michael Bay. Good job. You're good.
Well, they need it. You need to see a bit of stomach.
Right. For the kids,
tummy.
right? For the kids.
Yeah.
Nickelodeon.
For the not
Brought
quite
to you
kids
by
anymore,
Nickelodeon, ladies and gentlemen. The movie will spring out that nice purity out of your young children. So there you go.
Do you seriously have a problem with that shot of her?
No. I'm just over exaggerating. I'm just saying that's how she portrays herself, and I would love one day for Megan Fox. All of a sudden, something flips in her head, and she becomes an amazing actor. Like, wouldn't that be
What's so bad about her
amazing?
acting?
Her acting is terrible, man.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why? What's wrong with her acting?
You're trying to get a rise out of me. Anyways, I know what you're doing. It's the
I
same
think
thing
I
when you
already
talk
did.
about Macs. It's when you're talking about Macs all the time. Oh, Macs are better than PC, because Macs, forget it. We're not going down that road.
Make like a hate list for Matt or like a get a rise list at Matt. I think Megan Fox would be there. Max would be on there. Unhealthy food would be on there. I'm not sure what else.
Unhealthy food?
We could make a good list. Yeah.
Oh my
we should
gosh.
no, like I can make a list about basically just being ignorant about being vegan, like I mean, like
you can eat eggs, right? Yeah.
How are you healthy if you're a vegan? That's so stupid. You're just
protein,
damaging your
man.
body.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, what have you been doing? I'm not gonna let you derail me. What have you been doing?
All right. Look.
What happened to X2?
Like
I haven't seen X2, dude. I haven't seen X2, and I expected X2 this week.
Yeah, there's been a lot of X2. I just got nothing to say though. What am I gonna do? So I've got my plans for X2, okay, and basically I've got all the segments of Eternal Calm that I'm going to be cutting in, and I've got a roadmap of all the different episodes that various parts of Eternal Calm are going to be there, so that people get to see that cutscene without it flooding too much. And then all the Fiend Tales I've just organised. Not to agree. No, come on, that's boring. Yes, I've been playing X2. X2 is going along, and I'm very excited. I did want to tease you a little.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to my channel right now on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And when you get there, mute the video, the most recent one that I put up, and tell me what game I'm playing in the background when it comes up.
Oh,
so
the live. Oh, Ori. Okay. Did you finish it?
All right, Matt. I've got something to tell you.
Don't bring it up unless you finished it. Please.
You see that? You see this video you see here? How long's the video, Matt?
It's 55 seconds, man.
All right. I played 55 seconds of Ori in the Blind Forest.
You did not record it just to make a video for the live.
Yes, I did.
You didn't do that.
I did. I swear to God, I loaded it up just a minute ago. Look at my Steam profile. I had 59 minutes on the game last week, and I've got like 61 this week.
Look how beautiful this game is.
It is gorgeous, man.
Look how fantastic. Look how much time they put into this game. One of the developers reached out to us because I was like loving on it so much. Oh my gosh,
really?
I can't wait. Oh no, I can't say that. I can't. They told us something, but I don't think we're supposed to say anything about it. But yeah, I can't believe you haven't finished it, man. It's such a good game.
I know. Well, look, what really did when I was thinking of like, okay, what have I done this week? Thinking about the pod. The pod's really good. It like forces you to think about what you've done every week, and it makes you realize when you basically pissed a week away and done nothing with your life, right? Like, so like I got to this point. I was like, I did want to play more Ori. I genuinely do. But then I kind of thought, man, I haven't. Like that just sucks. Like, so here's my list of what I've done. Okay. I started listening to a lot of Bon Iver, who is a musical band that you guys might like. Particularly, I enjoy the song Holocene, as well as the song, I can't remember the name of it, and another song. It's a really good one. All right, so that's what I've been doing.
Wow, that's it?
And leagues. Guild Wars 2 leagues.
Oh, have you gone up? Have you gone up in the leagues?
Dude, I'm doing good in the Guild Wars 2 leagues. I'm Ruby now, which is pretty good. So I finished Amber, I'm out of Amber, I'm out of Emerald, I'm out of Sapphire, and I'm now a Ruby player. The only things above me are Diamond and then Legend.
Wow.
So, yeah. It's been going pretty good.
That's solo or team queue?
Yeah, pure solo. All right, look, here's the thing. All right, and hopefully my friend isn't watching. All right, but the only time I've not solo queued, I've duo queued. And when I've duo queued, I've lost and lost and lost and lost and lost. And I just cannot win when I duo queue with this guy. So I, like, today, literally, I saw he was online at one point in Heart of the Mids. I'm pretty sure we saw each other. And I was like, I'm just going to keep solo queuing. And I just didn't say anything. But I got like 15 wins in a row. Can you blame me?
I've done that before. I used to play a lot of, obviously, like, team-based shooters. And Gears of War was one of those things where if you had a good team, like, you were unstoppable, even with like, you know, the connection issues that game had. And
it's kind of a sad thing. Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, and there was times where you would meet someone and they will have a really good match and you think they're good, so you invite them to the team, and then the next like 10 matches they're like doing the worst on the team and being very, like, I guess, I don't know, like, it seems like Xbox Live always seems to bring out life, you know? Like, if someone is very annoyed easily, or, you know, like, it doesn't take responsibility for stuff, it, like, comes out when you're playing the game. I don't know why it does this with Xbox Live, because it never happens on PC for me. But I guess I haven't played that much online games on the PC.
Yeah.
But, like, that happens, and then it brings down the team, and you're like, okay, we already added each other as friends. I'm going to have to delete him eventually.
Wow. Jeez.
You know, like, that was back then. Well, this is years ago when I was younger. But, yeah. I used to think that way.
Xbox Live, to me now, it seems really quiet. My experience on Xbox Live now is this. Singing very loudly and obnoxiously Whitney Houston songs down the microphone to try and get people to respond in some way so that you can actually see some live. That's basically my experience of Xbox Live now.
Wow.
But yeah, like, so some people got to the final rank in the leagues, okay? It's pretty interesting, all right? What they did to do it was they kind of abused the system, sort of, right? Because what they did was they had their good group of mates who were all playing, but they would rotate, like, a couple of members of the team out for super low MMR people and sort of people who hadn't PvP'd that much, who were good at the game, but just hadn't done it very much since the season had started. And in this way, they just coasted their way through easy wins, right? This group, the first group that got to Legend, won 111 games in a row. I believe that's the correct number. Wow. Somebody can correct me. 111 games in a row. And people are like crying foul to do with MMR. It's kind of weird though, because if I play around 10 a.m. for me, right, guys, which is roughly when I stream, is what for the US? It's like 5 in the morning for East Coast, and it's 1 at night on West Coast. Basically, this is the dead of the night for North American players. And I find if I play from about 10 till 2 my time on NA instead of EU, I just destroy everyone. I just get these disgusting win streaks, and they never, like, fail because just there don't seem to be that many people around, so you can just prey on noobs. So I don't know whether it's got something to do with the time of day or what, but it's basically been what's consumed my life. I've wanted to get. I kind of want to get Legend. I think it'd be cool if Wood and Potatoes got Legend, so I could be like, hey guys, yeah, I do know a bit about PvP. Look, I did this for the first season. You know.
So you could add it to I'm the best player in the world.
Yeah, it's so basically if I do that, I can be snobby to people and talk down to them.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, just
because, like, why would I be on the internet if I couldn't do that?
Right. Okay. So has it been at least fun? Has it, you know?
Yeah, dude, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. I made what was originally a really silly Necro build, and I just tweaked it, and I'm really proud of it now. I win, like, there isn't a 1v1 I can't win, like, based on purely on matchup, except a certain variety of elementalists, which is basically every single Ellie now, which runs diamond skin and they're immune to condies, and I can't do anything, so I just leave. But the rest of it, it's really good. It's great in team fights. It's got mobility. It's got loads of boon strip. It's got loads of CC. It's got loads of CC. It's got lots of range to it. It's got soft CCs to catch up to people. It's like a really good mix of loads of decent stuff. I would buckle very, very fast under any significant pressure from much of a team. But because I'm solo queue, and I really am only going against mostly, it seems, other solo queuers, is maybe one game in it, maybe 2 games in every 10, I'll go up against, a significantly queued in other group. Because of that, no one can ever organize themselves in solo queue to properly focus me down. And I just get on these disgusting win sprees. So it's like bumped my Reaper win rate up like a delicious amount. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And no, I'm not releasing the build, guys, because I don't want everyone running around, because there seems to be a really stupid thing. Matt, I know it's the stupidest thing. This is all I've been playing, right? As soon as the information came out on one of the, on Twitch, the video you're watching, right? When it was revealed the comps that the pro players were using in one of the tournaments, there was like a very specific variety of comp, right? Which there's been tons of complaints about suddenly, just based off of that, right? A few arbitrary threads and comments on Reddit. And you just see this ridiculous shift. Suddenly, all you're going up against is chrono bunkers and revenants, like Condi revenants, and a certain variety of dragon. They're just everywhere. And it's like, people just copy. Like, it's so stupid. It really, really frustrates me.
People still don't understand that it has nothing to do with how meta works. Like, how meta works is based on what the other team is using. And you keep switching.
I guess, yeah, there could be. I think Guild Wars 2 lacks a bit of that rock, paper, scissors, which sucks and is a shame. But I basically just don't feel like contributing to that. I don't want everyone running my exact Necro build just because one day I'm going to say, hey, I solo queued my way to Legend on this, and everybody suddenly wants to run it. I'll release the build or something if I'm going to, because it's so much fun after the season's over. And then there'll be a balance patch shortly after, and blah, blah, blah.
Well, I've been playing. Well, I've been finishing up. I'm almost done with the review of Just Cause 3. Now, I wasn't gonna play this game, but I was like, you know what?
That was a snappy segue.
Yeah. Thank you. Now it's not snappy anymore. Now it's just
it is. It's just now everybody appreciates it.
I actually don't remember much about Just Cause 2. I remember playing it like years ago. Probably like 5 years ago when the last one came out, and I remember enjoying it. But I don't know. A lot of people think of it as the game of the year and stuff.
What? Okay, Just Cause 3?
Part 2.
Oh, 2. Right. Okay.
And I was just, I was like,
wasn't that quite a crowded year though?
I guess it may have been. What came out the same?
I'm gonna have a look it up. Just Cause 2.
And it wasn't. I remember enjoying it, but I don't remember it being like so amazing. So when I played this, I felt like, because after 20 minutes, and I realized what this was. Like, basically, it's an open world game where you can go, shoot stuff and go boom boom, all the time. And it's kind of dated. I was like, okay, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm missing something about it. What games came out that year?
Oh, from 2010.
Yeah.
I guess I'll have a look.
Oh.
I will say I got a bit of a bad story about Just Cause 2 because I did play it.
Oh, really? What happened?
This isn't me lying or anything. No, when I the daily deal, when I first did that and I ran that solo, I did it on my own. Just Cause 2 was one of the games that I covered for it, and I thought, oh, this will be okay. I'll just go and do a bit of first impressions. This is the game where you jump out of like a plane or something and you get on a glider right at the start, correct?
Yeah.
Just Cause 2, that's how it starts, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't figure the glider out. I kept dying in the glider bit over and over and over and over and over again. And I hated it. It was horrible. And I was like, I'm giving up, I'm leaving it now. And then I left it because it was the most unentertaining, annoying thing I think I'd ever done. I was like, wow, how do people do first impressions? This sucks. I'm too stupid for this.
Oh, they play it for like a couple hours or what? Oh, you mean first impressions? You mean like blind first impressions?
Yeah, it was a blind first impressions. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, they
all right,
edited
2010. All right, January, Fable 2, Assassin's Creed 2. Sorry?
Heavy Rain, Red Dead Redemption, Black Ops. Oh my gosh.
Mass Effect 2 was this year in January.
Yeah. Holy crap. A lot of good stuff came out. They had Super Meat Boy came out. God of War 3 came out. Alan Wake
Mega
came
Man
out.
10 came out. All right, enough said.
Right.
SpongeBob's Boating Bash. Why aren't we playing that at the end of this stream?
Mafia 2 came out. I remember playing that. I actually quite enjoyed Mafia 2. I feel like Mafia 2 is one of those games where it just kind of like no one knows about it. They know that it exists, but no one plays it.
Wait, which game is this?
Mafia 2. Have you ever even played
Yeah,
that?
no, you're damn right. I hear about that game all the time, but I have got not a clue what it's about.
I remember it being really, really good. Like, I really enjoyed Mafia 2. Oh my gosh. Like, I think it was one of those times where I just picked it up from the
Oh my god. Lost Planet 2. What happened to this franchise?
Oh man, after was it 3 that came out? Lost Planet.
Did 3 come out? I remember this being like, they thought this was going to be a system seller for the 360, correct?
Was this I think
it was on
so.
a snowy world, and you had like a temperature meter. It was a third-person shooter.
I liked the first one a lot. Was this one with the multiplayer? Part 2?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it got really bad reviews. IGN gave the game a 6 out of 10, stating if you've burned through other multiplayer or co-op options, there might be something for you in Lost Planet 2. Single player is lengthy, around 14 hours with full co-op support, blah, 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 blah. Anyway.
Yeah.
It didn't seem to do very well.
I remember it being like, being so excited because the way they showed the demo was so amazing and people got super hyped. But then when I played the co-op game, I played the demo. No, the second one. I played the co-op demo.
Oh, there was a third one.
Yeah, there was a third
2013.
one. It didn't do well. I played the second one. I think there was a co-op demo, and it just, you could see the flaws through the demo. And I didn't take the plunge, and I saw the reviews after that, and I was just like, forget it. But yeah, I enjoyed Lost Planet. Lost Planet, the first one was pretty interesting. It was still a little weird, but it feels like you're never gonna get weird games like this anymore.
Do you still think of 2013 releases as super new games?
Sort of.
I still think of them as like really, really, really new. But think about this: in 3 weeks and 1 day, 2013 was 3 years ago.
Oh man, that was Last of Us 13.
That make 2010 6. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna be like the old guy that does that. That's crazy though.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy. Poor Lost Planet.
A Link Between Worlds, Rayman Legends. Wow, 2013. Bioshock,
Super Mario
Infinite.
Galaxy 2.
Tomb Raider. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's been 2 years already. Anyway, I've been playing Just Cause 3. I thought for people who have played it, I'm kind of interested to see if you enjoyed it, and if you enjoyed it, are you enjoying it because you played part 2? Because I don't see this as a really good game. It's fun.
It's big and sandboxy and about doing stupid stuff, right? Like I saw a guy attached a dead body to, like 6 dead bodies to a merry-go-round, and then he attached explosives to their heads as well. Fired all the explosives, so then the merry-go-round started spinning and the bodies all went flying over.
That is the game. That is the game, and that's what it has going for it. But literally nothing else. Like, all right, what you do in the game as objectives, other than the sandbox stuff, let's actually look at it as a game. You basically liberate towns and do challenges. That's the only thing you do.
It looks like it has awesome explosions.
Yeah, those are things go boom. That's the game. But it's just there's certain things that
isn't there like an ungodly amount of vehicles as well?
Yeah, but I mean, why use the cars anymore? After you get the flying suit, like there's no point of using cars. And the vehicles you have.
This is the whole flying mounts discussion. This is it right here.
We're gonna go into that again. If you're not creative to do crazy stuff in this type game, in this type of game, I don't think you're gonna find anything here. I go into detail.
Give me some comments on the size of it though, in the scope, because isn't it famous for being massive?
It's huge and it looks good, and it's cool to fly around. Like literally, that's the best part of the game for me is flying around. Like it's really huge.
Could you, in theory, get in a lorry and call it Euro Truck Simulator, except cooler, by driving lorries around the roads?
No, the vehicle controls are not that good.
Really?
Yeah, this is a lot of things that are very mediocre about this game, outside of the sandbox stuff.
Ooh, I don't know whether you should be saying this, Matt. I don't know. There's a lot of Just Cause fans out there. Look, they're angry.
The hate.
I hate you, Matt Visual. At Matt Visual, jump in a fire. at Matt Visual, what game did you make?
Exactly. Yeah. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. I don't get it because of like when I'm trying to actually play the game. There's nothing really there. Like,
Does it just feel too empty, too hollow?
No. Well, it definitely is hollow because of the dumb AI. But like, literally, they spawn behind you and stuff. Basically, what you do, you liberate towns. The way you liberate towns is shoot all the red things. That's it. Every single town and everything. Like, you have to do these because you have to unlock the challenges to unlock mods, which is basically the fun of the game. So
hold on. What's the main story? What's the narrative? What drives you through the adventure?
Well, the narrative is you're coming back to your homeland. Bad guy is in homeland. You must kill bad guy.
Oh, come on. There's got to be more than that.
No.
Oh, what characters do you meet?
Oh, you meet some really good characters. See, all right. A lot of people
there
might
we
not
go.
like.
We're getting some.
A lot of people might not like the story, but I actually quite enjoy the characters. All right, the story is kind of garbage, but the characters are actually quite funny. I actually chuckled a lot compared to like, I don't know, what's something that's intentionally like bad. I don't know of a game. I was gonna say I Frankenstein every time I think about Frankenstein.
Wow. I was thinking Samurai Cop, but game-wise.
What
about that game where it's like really disgustingly bad? It's boring. It goes on for ages. It's about like cars or something.
Oh, Ride to Hell or something like that?
Yeah, right. And then there's the woman gets like sexually assaulted and then she sleeps with the guy for saving him.
Right. I think after every mission, like there's some type of like coitus scene or something like that. Yeah.
Coitus. Wow, Matt, don't use that word. I think there's coitus in this game. I rather enjoyed the coitus scene about 3/4 of the way through.
Yeah.
I'd been romancing this character for what felt like aeons.
If you want coitus, and watch Jessica Jones because it has more than enough. I got some hate for saying this.
I'll tell you what I want. I want Megan Fox coitus in TMNT 2.
Okay, so overall, I think people are gonna hate me for the review I'm gonna put out because I didn't care much to do any of the sandbox stuff. I wanted to play the game, and the game basically doesn't do the sandbox cool stuff for you. You kind of have to. You just do that by yourself, you know. There's no like fun missions which use the crazy physics and blah blah blah.
It's like get bonus points for launching an enemy 10,000 meters, and you're like, well, how do I do that? And then you got to figure it out. Yeah,
it's more like you have fun based on your creativity. That's most of where your fun is. The characters are cool. The game kind of just ends. The gameplay of you just going to different places and shooting.
How varied are the environments?
They look all the same, but they all look good.
Are there snowy areas, desert areas?
There's some snowy areas, and then some beach areas. There's nothing wrong with how it looks. There's nothing wrong with any of that. Like of course, like the layouts for some of the towns are the same, and the layouts for the police station are the same. But I never really mind that. What I minded is that it's just all the same thing over and over again for the liberations, and you have to do these things in order to continue the story. But I guess for people who are buying this, they don't care about that. And I guess I'm playing it as a regular game, and I think that's what's wrong with me.
Yeah, no, I think it's pretty interesting actually. The past two games you've done a deep dive into, this and Fallout 4, both of them like maybe you've kind of pierced through the whole franchise effect quite nicely. Do you know what I mean? Like you've looked past the franchises that exist in and just looked at the games themselves and been like, there could be improvements.
And see, that's the thing. Like back to back, I didn't like two games, that
are widely loved by other people because of
exactly. And I feel like a sourpuss. Like I just like.
No, you're kind of the dream for indie devs though, because you're like, I loved Ori and the Blind Forest. And you're like, screw these bigwigs. Trust me, you're like a superhero.
No, well, I mean, I liked plenty of other big games. Obviously,
No. Look, you're going down that hill now. You may as well just roll with it. Dude.
Right.
Just hate on all the AAAs.
Right.
Love all the little ones. Free indie games. What more could you want out of life?
Yeah, everything. Basically, everything is not The Witcher 3. So basically, everything sucks. Okay. All right. So we're gonna move on with that.
Oh, did you see? There's an expansion for Witcher 3.
Yeah. The next one is coming out, right?
Yeah. Did you see the trailer for the next one came out?
No, I haven't.
Ooh, put that one in the background. It looked good. I really want to play that game. Like, seriously want to play that game.
You'll mess up, man. What is
you
it
think
called?
I'll just drop everything else in my life?
Drop everything else. It's that good.
This is my problem with the world, man. Where I need to invent like a time machine so I can just live every day twice. How perfect would that be?
It'd be amazing, actually.
Just one of those days I just dedicate to pure Witcher 3. The other one, sustain myself as a human being, pursue relationships, get work complete. It's great. What's up?
Yeah.
Apparently 20 hours plus of new content in Blood and Wine. Yeah, it's called Blood and Wine.
Yeah, a little bit too late there, but but the thing about The Witcher, like I feel like I'm not gonna get burnt for my money when it comes down to, like buying.
What are they asking for? $20? Are they asking for like half of the full game?
Oh, I don't know. How much is it actually? You should know these things. You put it out. There's no trailer for it. What's going on?
Dude, I totally saw a trailer for The Witcher 3 Blood and Wine.
You're out of the loop, man. You're out of the loop, man. That's what's going on. It's fine. Anyways, what else have you been doing other than listening to a band? That's
well,
it?
I've been Christmas shopping.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk a little bit about that. I had a little bit of a mistake there.
We didn't talk about Black Friday and how nuts it was, but I guess that's done and gone. But I'm pretty sure people have heard the most ridiculous craziness that happens here in America, where people are basically like shoving each other everywhere.
Yeah, didn't someone get trampled to death at a Walmart? No, really? Didn't that happen? Someone got.
I'm pretty sure that happens every year.
Why are you laughing then? That's outrageous.
Because it's stupid. How
I typed into Google.
How did your son die? Oh, he really wanted to get this doorbuster for a deal on this PS4, and he got trampled to death by everyone else who wanted to get deals on stupid steamers. Okay, in Walmart. That's stupid, man.
Click the link in Skype. This is useful for this topic.
Okay. Oh, here it is. You guys watch that. Watch that in the background. Where's this link? Death count. What?
Yep, there you go. Black Friday death count. 7 deaths this year. Oh no. In total, 98 injuries.
Oh my god, that's ridiculous.
They've counted 20 injuries for the pepper spray incidents.
Wow.
Does that really count? Pepper spray, is that an injury?
Yeah, that's kind of an injury, man. That's kind of an injury. This video playing in the background for people on SoundCloud. It's the classic one that has been spread around of these guys, all these people pushing over everyone, trying to get to these steamers. And this white lady grabbing
why did you have to bring up her race?
Because it's important. It's so weird to see a black lady and her child, and the kid grabs up one of the steamers. The black lady with the mother has 2 of them in her hand already. The white lady comes.
What is this? Why do they just fall over the entire thing?
Yeah, and this poor white girl, I don't know if anyone knows that this white girl, like, she hit her head pretty hard. And she's like, she's trying to grab it, and she's like kind of out of it. I'm like, man, I really hope that these people, didn't go home with a concussion.
What is wrong with these people?
Yeah, and then the white lady comes, even though there's a ton of them on the floor, she comes and grabs it from the black child.
This is outrageous.
It's the most ridiculous thing.
How? Well, you have to ask it. I have to assume that for the rest of their lives, these people are normal. What takes over him? Look how insane that is.
It's the deals, man. It's the deals, man.
She looks young as well. See, look, she doesn't look like she's dressing crazy or anything. It looks like she took the time to look decent when she went out in the morning. So if she thinks that she has to go to that effort, why would you act so barbaric? You think that doesn't make you look bad? What is going on now? Women steals vegetables, and they're just fighting on the floor.
Oh, America. Don't we love it? Don't we love it, ladies and gentlemen?
Yeah, it's just a discount. It's not like you get it for free. This isn't even looting. This is mental.
$10 off. It's totally worth waiting in line. And oh my god, I can't.
To be honest, I feel like I would never encounter that if I went out. If I went to the States on Black Friday, I reckon it would just be loads of queuing and it would just be annoying. Oh, okay.
The video's fake? Oh, you sure? Someone staged that?
Oh, Pokey3.
Oh god, the video is damn. That is one high quality fake video.
I saw a thing of a guy who, you know how easy it is to get views on YouTube, where you basically do a prank show. This guy did a prank show in quotes where he called it like an honesty test, and he acted like he was a blind guy wearing blacked out sunglasses with a walking stick and stuff, and he would pretend as a stranger walked over to him to drop a $5 note on the floor. Okay, and so he reaches down, and the stranger sees the money falls on the floor. So the stranger picks up the note to give it to him, and he says, "Hey man, sorry, I dropped my $5. Can you give it back?" But the note that was actually on the floor was $50, and so it's an honesty test to see if the stranger keeps the 50 and gives them a 5. Whether the stranger's like, "Oh no, this is actually a 50 you dropped, not a 5." Do you see what I'm saying, man? Because the blind guy can't see. So that was the idea of the YouTube video, and he's around on the streets, and you get to see all these strangers pocket the $50 and give him 5 instead, and basically being dishonest. And because a video like that is quite striking, you see that and you're like, "Oh my god, this is insane. People are so dishonest and horrible." And the view ended up getting millions of views, and that catapults the channel and so on. And these guys did like a video where they looked at the production of that honesty test and found out every single person in that supposed prank was just an actor. So the guy had gone to low-key actors in his area in California or wherever it was, hired them to pretend to be dishonest, done his YouTube video specifically because he knew he'd get millions of views from it, and he just blurred out their faces, and people just take it for what it's worth. And it was just the whole video was fake.
There's tons
and
of
they did an interview with him and caught him in the lie, and it was pretty hilarious. It's pretty cool.
You gotta send me that, because the prank videos are just everywhere, and I don't really like prank videos, to be honest. I'm not a fan of like even the ones that are like, what was it, prank versus prank with the husband and wife. There's a bunch of those now.
My favorite one was Evil Snowman. That was the best. Evil Snowman was hilarious.
Really?
Yeah. It's quite festive as well. It's on point. You should watch it. Dude, what's going on not next podcast, but the one after? It's Christmas Eve. We doing it together?
Oh, I don't know. We're talking about BTS right now, behind the scenes.
Yeah. Well, we'll let people in. Why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, search Evil Snowman or whatever it's called. I can't remember. It's pretty cool.
The one that goes too far is one where there was a man, a husband who was pranking his wife, and made it look like his kid drove a those 4-wheeler bike things into like the woods, and it blew up. He played he played a prank that his son died. It is the most evil thing I've ever
it's not like he meant for his son to die. Can you say it's evil when it's an accident?
What do you mean? What do you mean? He put a dummy on the thing, and it made it look like his son went into there to die. And
I see what you're saying. That's pretty messed up.
Yeah. And the wife is sitting there like I'm pretty sure it has to be like all these guys. They're faking it. Like this, you do that to your wife? Like, I swear, if she doesn't divorce him, she's on another level there. Like that's not okay.
Do you want to go on a really depressing note? A really,
all
really
right,
dark.
all right. Let's go even darker. Let's do it.
You want to? There's like these videos on the internet that people are like, oh, that really messed me up. I shouldn't have watched that. I shouldn't have watched that. That really messed me up. Literally, one of the worst videos on the internet that you can watch is this family in a car and they're just driving along and like one of the kids in the back is filming or something. For clarification, I've not seen this. But as they're driving along, like a brick gets kicked up on the road or something and just goes straight through the windshield, straight through the mum's head and just kills it outright. And then like the rest of the video is the kid saying, "Mommy, what's going on, Mommy?
What the heck? Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa!
It's one of the worst things.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna act
you just
like
reminded me of it.
We're gonna act like we didn't go to that area.
Is that gonna be live only? Is that gonna Might have enjoyed something special. Yeah, but that's a seriously messed up.
All right. So we could get to the game. What have you been and the questions, of course.
Oh yeah, damn. Wait, how long have we been going already?
Yeah, we've been going for about an hour. It's fine.
Jesus.
We got the game and we gotta do the questionnaire and then we gotta do this. All right.
All right. Yeah, that's literally all I've been doing. Leagues and feeling bad. Oh, I've also dedicated a lot this week to Lord of the Rings. I watched all the Lord of the Rings extended edition stuff. They used to come out every year at Christmas. What can I say? It feels good to watch them back. So watch those with Kerry. It was an awful lot of fun, and yeah, it made me kind of think of the books again. The best bit of those books, by the way, guys, is the madness of Denethor. I'm just gonna say. But yeah, that's basically my week. There you go.
I've been watching Haiku. It is a volleyball anime, and it's I can't put it up here because YouTube is gonna flag me, but Haiku is actually pretty good. It's hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I looked it up. I always look up anime names before I go live. Always.
Yeah, when I
always forget
today, I was like, "Oh, what is this? Haiku? Okay,
Haiku?
Anime discussion.
It might be Haiku. I don't know. Anyways, it's one of those those sports animes, and I watched Prince of Tennis, which was a crazy long series, which could get boring sometimes, but is very, very fascinating stuff. Anime always know how to make sports like amazing and make it look ridiculous and do like really crazy stuff that probably humans can never do, but they always make it kind of like believable, I guess. But it's just like every anime where it's like drama within a high school volleyball team, and all these guys take it extremely serious, but there's also they get into the nitty-gritty of like test scores and making sure that you have your grades up, and also like people
who do you think this is aimed at? Do you think it's aimed at adolescents in school?
I think it's aimed at girls. It might be aimed at girls, but it doesn't really. It's not like free, where you constantly see their chiseled chest and everything like that. It's nothing like that. It's just plain anime about volleyball, and it's pretty good. It's like one of those clean, straight to the point, dive into characters, see their backstory.
We're very different. We're very different people in some way. Because I could never, honestly, I could never imagine sitting down just to watch an anime is already a bit like, oh, I don't know whether I'm going to enjoy myself. Is it worth the time invested? So on immediately for me. But I could never imagine sitting down and thinking, right, how am I going to spend my free time today? I'm going to watch a show about volleyball. Like, I just couldn't do it. Like, I might watch a documentary about volleyball.
I like trying.
Given the fact that a documentary existing would suggest there's something interesting to know. But like, do you know what I mean? It's just odd to me. It's good, is it?
Yeah. It's actually pretty dang good. I've enjoyed it. It's one of those ones where I watch it and I want to keep watching each episode because I want to see what happens. Sadly, I ran out of episodes, and
what's the main story like? How is the tournament gonna go? Is it like that? Is that
no? It's about these. I guess the main characters are these two kids. The one with the orange hair and his like rival, which is the guy in the middle here with the black hair, and they like at the beginning, the guy is a genius. The guy with the black hair is a genius and totally wiped out his other team. But the orange hair kid loves volleyball, even though he's not quite as smart as everybody else, but he has the instincts and you could see him grow as a character and learn to actually play volleyball and and lose constantly and get better from it, and you see the progression and the other characters getting there as well, and you learn how they interact with each other. Who's
the nerdy guy with the glasses and the book in his hand on the very far right? Who's that?
Yeah. There's actually it dives deeper in the second season with him because he's just the douchebag guy.
Is he? He doesn't look like a douchebag.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but it's always got to be a guy with glasses. Always, especially in a sports anime. Always.
What? And they have to be the douchebag as well, just because they got glasses?
No, they have to be the smart guy, of course, because glasses mean you're smart.
Oh, so he's a smart douche.
He's a smart douche.
Wow.
Yeah. There's some really cool characters, I gotta say. Really, really good anime. This guy, the people who recommended it to me, they knew me.
How does this compare to Kuroko no Basket?
What? No basket?
Yeah. KNB.
What is that?
Everyone's talking about it in chat. They said KNB is definitely better. Kuroko no Basket is less realistic. And someone said he's seen KNB.
Oh, it's the basketball anime, I think. It's the basketball anime. Yeah. I haven't watched that yet. So that is another one.
Ooh.
I want to watch.
Caught out there.
Well, there's no way I have enough time to watch everything.
True anime fan would have seen it. No excuses.
All right, listen. There's only so much media I can digest in my lifetime.
You have to keep up with Twitch chat. You have to keep up with 430 people's anime watching, all right? You have to do it.
I can't.
You're holding up this side of the pod. This is like a huge pillar of the pod.
All right, anyways.
Get back in that room and watch more anime.
I was trying to look up, somebody also suggested this zombie podcast, right?
Oh yes, I've heard of this. Yeah,
I didn't find it. Well, I didn't look much. I just wanted to look up one on my phone real quick. So I knew Hunt the Truth was on SoundCloud, and I mostly listen to my podcasts and stuff on SoundCloud. So I listened to Hunt the Truth, which is a I guess if you ever heard of the Serial podcasts, which I told you about, it is a Serial podcast version of a reporter trying to find out more about the Master Chief. And it's well done, really well done, fantastically well done.
Really now?
Yeah.
Developed by who?
I don't know. I don't know who made it.
Is it Fandom or is it?
No, it's not
actual
Fandom.
Marketing.
It's official.
From...
I think it's official for sure.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it's definitely official. It was for it's starting just before the events of Halo 5. So, yeah, it was.
How long is it?
I think it's still going. There's a season 2. Yeah. It seems like it comes out every 2 weeks or so. I
might actually play Halo 5 after Christmas or over the Christmas period when I go to my brother's who has an Xbox One. So I'm wondering whether I should go back through 4 and then maybe listen to this.
Hold up.
But there's a live action series as well between the two, correct?
See, but there's no split screen on 5, and I think it's a rent at best. I think for Halo 5 for me.
Wow. Yeah, but you haven't played it.
It's the thing is I can't play with my friend. I haven't played it. I would buy it if I could sit down and take my time and play with my friend. But there's no split screen.
I'll tell you what I am a little jealous of Halo 5 for.
What?
Not Bungie. 343's done really well with their infrastructure where you can really easily take video clips and just upload them online.
Oh, and now you're gone. Of course this would happen. Why internet issues. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we're having difficulties. Please check back with us. He's saying internet issues. We're going to go ahead and try to get him back.
Oh my god. Hello?
Okay.
Hello?
All right.
All right, Matt, just talking double speed, okay? Because if we talk really quickly, then we can get through the podcast before it cuts out again.
All right. So I really enjoyed Hunter's.
All right, so I can't remember what the story I was telling. It was something. Oh yes, okay. So I was talking about the subreddit for Guild Wars, not Guild Wars 2, for Halo 5, and the fact that people can upload clips so easily. So on that subreddit, it's really interesting because actually most of the posts on the subreddit are just these cool gameplay clips of Halo 5, and I've been watching so much Halo 5 just because of the way that subreddit is done, because of the 343 infrastructure. I'm kind of jealous on that game. I think it'd be really cool if other games did. Let's go to the Q&A.
Wow. Take a deep breath.
Do you think I can rap?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you could be.
Up? My name's WP.
You could be
and I'm here to talk to you today about Undertale, which I never played. But I heard it's well made.
Ooh.
Back in my days, we needed good graphics.
Oh, spitting hot fire.
Because when you MC, the idea is you have to diss the other thing, right? Yeah.
You know, conveniently today I've been watching Super Hot Fire videos, and I didn't know he did videos with like Chris Rock and Soulja Boy and all these like, I guess, famous rappers or famous people, I should say. You know, I didn't know. Like, it's weird. Like, it must have got viral, and then people contacted him to do videos with, and it was just really cool to see like Chris Rock be there, like in this like really messy, obviously like phone camera video with like poor quality. Right. Like it was just really cool. Anyways, if you guys want to ask us a question, and you definitely put a bunch of them in chat when we were not answering them, you can put them now. And you
should all feel bad about asking questions before we're willing to address you.
Just put Matt Visual or Wooden Potatoes so we can see it in black, and we'll be able to see your question among the wave of chat.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's a dark story too. What happened to Ducky?
No. No, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that.
You want to pick the first one?
All
right, someone asked me a pretty near and dear to my heart this question.
Okay.
I've been avoiding it for a while. So Keldar Hawk says, "Hey WP, do you think you have an alternative future as a rapper?" This is something I go to bed most nights thinking about, and I don't know. I would pursue it more intently and seriously, but people seem to just be a bit mean whenever I rap around them. So I don't know. I don't know whether you guys have ever had a dream, but you just feel like you can never realize it. And so I don't know. I just feel like I've been slapped down a bit too much for that one. But yeah, thanks for asking.
I totally was gonna dodge this question, but I haven't been on the Reddit lately. So you tell me, Winning Potatoes, what has been a criticism about Guild Wars 2 on the subreddit lately, and what Guild Wars 2 has turned into with Hot?
Everything. It's just look. What you go on. What people don't realize.
Is it more of the same? Is it more of the same, or is it?
Yeah, it's just what people don't get is you get a bunch of people get themselves overexcited. They start pissing their pants in the anticipation of something that's going to be far less than they can ever expect. They forget about all the entertainment they got earlier. They develop some problem, and it's easy to hate train and bandwagon on aggression about something. Eventually, those people will leave, and hopefully when they do, the size of GW2 will be larger than the size it was before Heart of Thorns' release. That's it. That's literally it. There's like all this criticism. ArenaNet don't communicate to us enough. It's just because people are have just experienced like 6 months worth of frequent blog posts, really engaging and interesting streams and information coming from the devs constantly, because they're marketing and preparing and got loads of information for you for their upcoming releases. But it's not going to be permanently like that. It's going to wax away for a little while, and then the high intensity communication will return later again. And it's just people can't seem to grasp basic concepts like that. I mean, to be honest, if Heart of Thorns was the first MMO expansion you'd ever been hyped about, then sure, you're going to get very disappointed. Disappointed or aggressive or whatever, or enthused on the forums and blah blah blah, and have a lot of complaints. But I don't really care that much. Heart of Thorns is very important to me and my livelihood. But even I don't.
It's always been like that.
Frothy-mouthed as possible. I was constructive about what the game disappointed me with most. And I see so much overblown nonsense on Reddit whenever I look at it. You should see anything to do with the state of matchmaking and PvP at the moment on Reddit. People act like ArenaNet are the devils and they did the stupid stuff, the worst stuff in the world, and they've been lying to us about all kinds of things and how leagues don't mean anything for skill, and it's just the most atrocious. It's a pathetic season 1. It's an atrocious season with hideous bans. Blah 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 blah. I've been not bitching. I've been in game playing, and I've been having an awful lot of fun. And yeah, there are some stronger builds, but whatever. Like I don't know. Maybe I'm a little too dismissive of people, but dude, it's just same old, same old. That's what I'd say.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Like people saying it's grind. Oh, there's too much grind. Okay.
Well, that's MMOs though. See,
it's not
always
even
been
dude,
if you listen. No, it is. If you've listened to the old podcasts,
compare Guild Wars 2 to like RuneScape or MapleStory or any traditional grinder. All right. But you're telling me there's grind. I've experienced more grind in single player RPGs.
Well, I mean, it's all depends on what you care. If you enjoy doing the same thing over and over and over again. It depends on the gameplay. If you enjoy the gameplay, then you're not going to feel it. And grinding is not a bad term. It's just the word of you doing something repeatedly over and over again, and that's what you do to grind out your masteries.
Grind is a bad term. It's got negative connotations. I don't think it should. I think it's enjoyable.
Yeah. Because I've grinded in MapleStory, and I enjoyed every moment of grinding and spending all my money in MapleStory. But it's still grinding. That's what MMOs are, because they want to keep you playing. That is an MMO for people who are new to the genre, which just seems like a majority of the Guild Wars 2 audiences. They complain about stuff like this. You know, the people who actually understand what an MMO is, they're either enjoying it or they have moved on to something else. Like,
yeah, no, you're right.
Like,
and Guild Wars 2 is the best example of a game that you should just feel comfortable dropping and moving on to something else.
And then coming
everything
back
about it is designed to be like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a bunch of people are like, oh, Super Adventure Ball's coming back. All right, when it's out, I'm gonna play that. Like, they're not saying, oh, there's nothing else to do. It's one of those things. The masteries are there for while you're playing the game and enjoying other content, that you have something to put your XP towards. You know, it's not supposed like everyone's just trying to reach the end of the game and so quickly because they're like trying to beat it or something. It's the most weirdest thing. Like, it's confusing. All right. Anyways, we can move on. Ping Pong the animation. I did watch the first episode. It didn't really grab me, but I definitely want to finish it because it's another sports anime, and I like how it's drawn. It's really weird. Yeah, you go one. You pick one.
All right. I'm with contemporary things. Oh my God, there's not many questions. A lot of people are just talking about the topics they're talking about. Well, someone is asking you, did you ever play the Just Cause 2 multiplayer mod?
No, I have not.
Neither did I.
That probably was fantastic, to be honest, because if Just Cause 3 was multiplayer,
it got a lot more to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird that, you know, everything would be fun with multiplayer, but like, it would be pretty fantastic to have two people like putting bombs on stuff, and yeah, it would be nice. Yeah.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. mid-season finale, thoughts? Well, I thought it was pretty good, but I don't like what they're doing with some of the characters.
Don't listen to him. Don't.
I think they should stop killing off characters when it doesn't affect anyone else's like plot arcs. It's complete.
You say that.
Also, some of the people, Matt, seriously, have you noticed? Some of the people cannot act.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed?
He hasn't watched the series, guys. Do not listen to him.
All right, but seriously, what?
I didn't watch the last episode. I think it came out yesterday. I saw it pop up on Hulu when I was watching One Punch Man today. And I was like, I have to wait for my wife for tonight, and we're gonna watch it tonight with some nice food. But the season has been good. That's what I can say about it. The season has been good. I'm not gonna do spoilers. I think it was one of those shows that has kept my attention, other than like some other shows that kind of like fell in the back of my mind, like Falling Skies and Person of Interest and the Doctor Who. You know, I got to really catch up on some of those shows, but it feels like all the good shows are taking up my time. Especially I don't really have a lot of time lately, but yeah. So
I got a good question here.
Okay, go ahead.
It's a good question specifically because it's addressed to me and not you. All right.
Okay.
At Wood and Potatoes, what advice would you give to an up-and-coming cook? All right. Now, here's my advice, all right? Add cheese. That's it. Add cheese, and you're good to go, baby.
Cheese does make everything better.
Oh, here's a great question as well. At WP, have you seen the new FF7 remake gameplay and trailer? Do you like it? I know you had said you're a Final Fantasy fan. This is really, really interesting. So, a long time ago, they said specifically that to try and do a modern version of Final Fantasy VII, it would just be too long. Like, the cost of it for such an exhaustive, massive story, it would not be worth it. So they revealed they are doing it, but here's the caveat. I don't know if you've heard of this, Matt, but they're releasing it in separate installments.
No.
Have you heard that?
No. I got the press email for Square Enix, but I never went and watched the video.
It looks really good. Barrett looks a bit weird. He doesn't look gruff enough to me, or big enough, but still. And there's been a couple of other big turnarounds as well. It really is more of a spiritual retelling rather than a remake, in my opinion.
Yeah,
like there's no turn-based combat.
Mm-hmm.
No turn-based combat,
which I'm okay with.
Sorry, what?
I'm okay with that.
You're okay with that?
Yeah.
See, I don't know. Well, it's going to be interesting. I wonder how that affects so many systems of like, how's material going to work now? Are we going to have the same linking system? It's just something like it is going to be a very, very, very different game. There's some things that really do throw me a little, like the idea it's going to be in lots of little installments and just the logistics of how they do that. It could feel more like, like Telltale releasing episodes and have weird cuts and stuff. They've said that they're adding more to certain areas of the game. They haven't said they're cutting anything away, but I think it's pretty much a given that elements of the game, since this has changed so much, are going to be reduced and diminished. One of the main things people were wondering, is it going to get cut? Early on in Final Fantasy VII, guys, there is a moment while you're in Midgar where you cross as Cloud. You cross-dress as Cloud. Yeah. You become Cloud Trap. And the idea is you dress like a woman to break into this guy's chateau and so on. It's really funny. It's a good part of the game. And you get all this customization about what kind of lipstick or what kind of dress you wear and stuff. It's really cool. But people were wondering, with the nice graphics and stuff, what are we seriously going to have Cloud moving around as a trap? And they confirmed that bit actually is in the game, and it's going to be coming back. So it's cool. It's really interesting. I'm excited for it. I've definitely got my eye on it. The other thing by proximity that's very interesting is at one point they refused to do this because they said to do this would be kind of like that they don't want to do it until they're sure they have another Final Fantasy game that tops it, another Final Fantasy game that is better than it. And so it's kind of like with some bravado that they do this and some assurance to the fans that Final Fantasy 15 is freaking insane because Final Fantasy 15 is the game that beats 7 to them. Do you know what I mean? So it's all been pretty cool. It's been pretty interesting, but there's a lot of changes.
You said episodic? What do you mean by that?
Well, what they said that it's not just going to be the Final Fantasy VII remake, and you can go from Midgard to the Gold Saucer to Wutai to blah blah to the North Mountain and defeat Sephiroth and Genova and so on. Like it's going to be like probably the first release is just the Midgard stuff, and then the second release will be different stuff. A bit of Niflheim.
Oh, and, you mean like separate prices?
Yeah, it could be like we don't know 100% yet, but yes, that's basically the idea that there's going to be separate installments.
No.
So yeah, exactly, and so like there's it could really mess with a lot of things. It could really affect stuff. So I'm very curious.
I just want one game. I don't know. I'm kind of getting tired of the episodic stuff. Like I understand it how it works and stuff, but like. Square Enix, like, just release one game and just.
Well, I can understand why they'd want to do it because FF7 is. I saw a link the other day where someone outlined the entire timeline of the Final Fantasy VII story, and it's like it's like a ridiculous length webpage. I was on it for like 20 minutes, and then I realized I'd only scrolled about a sixth of the way down. I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm not even at the start of the timeline for the first game yet. Like, there's so much story.
It's gonna be on 4 Blu-ray discs.
It's outrageous. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. But to me, like, here's the other thing, right? Like, Final Fantasy VII to a lot of people is their baby. It's the best one to them. It's when, we had a console generation move up. We moved from the SNES on Final Fantasy VI to friggin' FF7, and it was expansive and it was incredible. And a lot of people are very fond of the game, and I've played the game 2 or 3 times and thoroughly enjoyed it, and I think it's a great game, but it's not the whole world to me. So I'm just kind of viewing FF7 Remake as, a retelling of FF7 with current gen technology. Could be a disaster. I wouldn't be super bummed if it was, though, because original FF7's still there for me. But think about it, dude. They're going to have, on this kind of graphics and all the new gameplay, they're going to have, the snowboarding minigame and everything at the Gold Saucer and the friggin' real-time strategy mountain minigame thing that you've got. They're going to have chocobo races. This game is huge.
And it's one of those things where it's okay. I feel like it's okay to be hyped about this game because, I mean, the story is going to be the same, right? I mean, you would hope that they won't do anything like Star Wars where they add the no, or anything like that. But, man, just to see this game and play through it all and this graphics is going to be quite interesting, I think, and they'll be able to tell a lot more than just the little pixels that they had before.
Oh, but the pixels were beautiful. The pre-rendered backgrounds in FF7.
I liked it too. I'm just saying it's gonna be different, and
the characters, a character expression and facial movements and all that kind of stuff. You're absolutely right. It's gonna be insane.
Okay. Anyways, are we gonna play Undertale? I want to play Undertale. I don't know if WP is gonna play it.
Talk to me about Undertale. I was going to ask you at the start of the
I
pod.
haven't. People don't.
People say that they cry into this game. What's the deal?
Stop spoiling it. All right.
I'm not spoiling it.
WildStar. I haven't even touched it, to be honest. I haven't even touched it at all.
Yeah, I've not played WildStar.
Cyberpunk 2077. Of course, I'm gonna play it. I mean, Red CD Projekt. They're
CD
one of my
Projekt Red.
CD Projekt Red, they're probably one of my favorite studios. So
is this just because of Witcher 3, or were they teetering?
No, it's the progression between Witcher 1 to Witcher 3. It's just
seeing
the
how
way
much
they
they've
grew, yeah, and the way they handle themselves as well, like them fixing a whole bunch of bugs that were in. Oh, not bugs like game breaking bugs, but like actual things that were messing with the game that could have been like a negative towards the game, they just fixed in a patch. Like they kept doing it constantly throughout the Witcher 3 in the beginning few months. Being able to roll down on the floor, fix the inventory problems. A lot of little stuff like that. They could have totally just left in, which many people do. They do not. And I don't know. I just have respect for that type of.
Yeah, I've heard weird statements from them as well, specifically when it comes to developing for PC first as a platform, and then others that gets them a lot of credit, I think, from a lot of
and the DRM free thing. They're on GOG.
Right.
Just a lot of stuff like that where they have a lot of things going for them. Well, you pick one. I picked like 3.
MechWarrior Online just came to Steam today. I've been playing it since beta. It's free to play, so it won't cost you anything to check out. What do you think?
Yeah, I've watched gameplay from a guy, I think Sidestrafe, and
would that be
okay.
Would that be an appropriate game for you to play with your Elite Dangerous stick?
I don't think so. I don't think it will work properly.
What's that called again?
HOTAS?
HOTAS, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
yeah. I got a Thrustmaster over there, which I quite like. I was actually looking at new sticks because the new expansion pack for Elite Dangerous is coming out, and my friends was like, "Oh, you gotta get it." But I think I'm gonna buy it when I get a pre-order on the Oculus Rift or the Vive. So that's gonna be quite interesting. I can't wait.
Really, you are?
I'm going to buy one of those. I don't know which one it is going to be. I'm going to wait for the reviews on both of them and see which one the best one is and what, like the supported games.
Oh, I saw really on the Oculus subreddit. The Oculus subreddit, by the way, guys, because for a little while there, before the Vive and all this other stuff, Oculus was just basically where you went for VR discussion, all right? So Oculus is kind of like the VR subreddit at the moment, and something might have to be changed about that at some point. But on the Oculus subreddit the other day, some guy was claiming to have it. So the Vive, they announced a delay. They said, look, we're going to have a delay.
Of course.
And a guy, through Pastebin, said, look, I can't verify who I am or give you any proof, but I'm an employee here, and I just kind of want to let you guys know the situation. And he said, look, this isn't the only delay. There's absolutely going to be another one. Here's reason A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J as to why we're having these delays. Interactions with Oculus, the third party developing their camera stuff that made big promises and then couldn't deliver on them. All this really interesting stuff, and said, look, so we're basically in a really bad situation over at HTC, and we just kind of, I want to let you guys know exactly what's going on. And it seemed really credible to me. It seemed like a really interesting post, and it seemed pretty bang on. But everybody, I've never felt so like out of sync with everyone else, because when I started reading the discussion about this leak, it was just full of people saying, oh, this is clearly just a Vive hater that's trolling and is some stupid fanboy and is making stuff up as they go along. You know, this is just a troll. Ignore it.
Why does that matter? Why does that matter so much?
Well, it does matter, because if it is all fake, then it would be kind of lame. But
no. Like I don't know, when the whole console war mentality thing, where it's just like one or the other. Oh, I got an Oculus Rift. Oh, I got a Vive.
There is exclusivity coming. This is a big topic at the moment with the way Oculus are doing things. Oculus is funding, producing, developing, like getting games basically. And when they're getting these VR games created, they're saying, right, you can only release for our headset. There is basically exclusivity deals happening among VR headsets right now. And there's a lot of discussion and like consumer, fan pride, silly things like this.
There's going to be an open source software that totally just changes that, of course.
Well, I don't know, but maybe one VR game can be hacked to work with a headset it was not originally designed for. That's an interesting idea.
It's gonna happen. Like it is going to happen. I don't know if it's gonna work properly, but
it would work better than hacking VR support into games that were never designed with it intended in the first place, which is what many of us kind of struggled to learn.
Yeah.
So. Oh, I played that demo. That's a really cool demo. I've used the oh my god, the motion control thing, the Hydra with that, and you can like pick up stuff and throw it around. This was Tuscany, I think that demo is.
I miss the experience, man. I miss the experience. I played it at PAX and what's it? PAX and another one, another convention I can't remember. And the DK2, and it's just, I want it so bad again. I want that experience again.
Yeah, people doing comparisons of some of the later developments as well. It seems really interesting. I mean, I'm sitting way back here with DK1. I regret ever opening my DK1 because I got a couple of good months use out of it. But imagine if it was still perfectly pristinely in that box, sellotaped up and stuff. That's going to be worth it. That would, but basically one of the first 1,000 Oculus Rifts made. That'd be worth a mint. That'd be pretty cool. But I never did that. Man, so.
It's fine. It's fine. It's still going to be worth money if it's in good condition. Unless it has gum on it or something.
It's not. I smashed it and, I hit it with a hammer and stuff. I broke it open and put cling film on it to diminish the screen door. No, I didn't do any of that. But it's all, whatever. I feel like it's lost its value now that it's not completely unopened. Gold Armor Man said, I give you a cat for Christmas on one condition. You have to name it after a Guild Wars 2 non-char character. What do you name it? I don't accept your terms. I don't like cats. There you go. Your question.
Someone's telling you to watch Fate Stay Night and Fate Zero. Yeah, I watched the first season of that, and I haven't watched the new one. I think Fate Stay Night is the new one actually. But yeah, they're telling you to go watch that. Yeah. I
totally will do that.
He doesn't watch anime, guys. He
I don't watch very much at all, to be honest. I've been watching South Park. South Park was a good season.
He doesn't watch anything. He's boring. I heard South Park is pretty good, but I don't know. I don't know if I could get through the craziness of South Park. Maybe I could give it a chance, but I feel like every episode is going to be this most outrageous like episode.
Wait. Of what? Sorry.
What? South Park.
No, it's good. It's very clever. It's very clever this season. They built up a lot of really cool stuff because South Park for the past 2 seasons has been doing a really interesting continuity thing where events of previous episodes continue to impact later ones instead of them all being in their own little universes. And it's really paying off for them. And they built up into this really great, they paced it very well. There's a really good shock ending where random stuff that's been happening before suddenly has meaning. And you're like, wow, this is kind of cool. The finale ended a little bit limp, but it was pretty good, to be honest. Well, everybody's screaming at me for not liking cats. I don't like cats, guys, because they're not particularly, biologically, they're not particularly sociable creatures. All right? Cats are usually only around you for their own well-being or attention. And I don't take pride in that. Having a pet that thinks it can walk all over you, that wouldn't hesitate to eat you the second you died. It doesn't give a damn about any of the food you get for it. It tries to be independent and go off and do its own stuff. If I want a pet, I want something nice and something that will appreciate me. Something that will love me.
I agree, but I think it's not all cats.
It's not all cats. You're right. There is the odd nice one.
Yeah, it's the odd nice one. My sister brung her dog, and the dog was the most sweetest thing. Like, she wants to cuddle with you. It's the most weirdest thing I've seen a dog do. Like, they as soon as you sit down, she'll like jump up on your lap and just chill and relax and just like fall asleep on you or whatever. Like, it's weird. It's weird. And they'll like you like push your hand to make sure they like scratch behind their ears and stuff like that. It almost seems like she's human, but I know she's just a dog, and she's just doing it because she wants stuff.
Having a cat's like the lazy pet. It's like, I could teach it tricks, but it'd be hard, and I can't be bothered to. Mm-hmm. I could care for it more than just feeding it and having it sort of exist around the house, but I can't be bothered to. You know, like a dog you interact with more, you run with, you play with a lot more. You can teach really impressive stuff. You can really get, I feel like you get a lot more personality a lot quicker out of a dog than you do out of a cat. And besides, like Wooden Potatoes Wedges said there, dogs have owners, cats have servants. There's this whole thing on the internet, like people are proud of that. Like, cats are cool because they like to walk all over you. Well, that's not cool. That's stupid. Don't have a pet like that. You're an idiot.
No.
All right, go on.
I don't like pets like that. Tarzan. Have you watched the Tarzan trailer? Actually, I did watch the Batman Tarzan trailer. Did you watch it, Wooden Potatoes?
Yes, because you linked it to me.
Right.
Because you linked it to me.
I'm about to say, if you said, "Oh, I didn't watch it," I'm like, "Oh, so you didn't click the link?"
Huh? Have you ever read Tarzan?
No, I haven't.
I read Tarzan when I started my IT apprenticeship, and I didn't want to be social or interact with any of these people I didn't know in the first week. So every day on my lunch break, I read it on my iPhone, and I finished the whole book. Yeah, that's exactly how I read Tarzan.
Wow.
No judgment here. It's an okay book. It's pretty interesting. And I'm curious to see how they do it in the movie because it's very fantastical. It's very, if they're going for like a kind of weird, realistic thing, it's like they're going for this feral, insane king of the jungle guy. But a huge part of the story is that he is brought to high society.
And it looks like they deal with that.
He functions there.
Yeah.
And so there's a little bit of that in the trailer, not a majority of it. So it's going to be really interesting to see how the movie deals with that and makes it seem believable because, of course, to the reasonably intelligent or scientific mind, you know for a fact that all of that's baloney. Like if you, for example, language, you just cannot form language or much resemblance to our kind of thought patterns. If you aren't exposed a lot to it before puberty, you kind of get messed up. There's a lot of interesting studies on feral children and stuff. I did when I used to study English language, for what it's worth. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, but it looked cool. It reminded me a lot of Kong, Jackson's Kong.
Really?
Yeah, look at the setting, the time period, the wardrobe, the apes.
Yeah, I can see that. I want to see how Samuel L. Jackson does in this role. I want to see it.
Oh yeah. That was pretty interesting about it too.
Yeah, it's weird that
it gave me more confidence in it. That shouldn't be a thing. Should that be a thing? That we feel more confident about movies just because it's obviously a thing. But is it right?
You have a certain expectation, at least for that actor.
Yeah, but the actor is subject to the whims of the director, right?
Absolutely. Fantastic Four was a fantastic example of that.
Fantastic movie.
Yeah, just like Ex Machina. Have you tried?
Take it or leave it.
Oh, I want to curse right now. Maple Story reboot. I did look up like the patch notes and everything, and it seems pretty interesting. Where they taking out the cash shop stuff and stuff like that. I want to try it.
Story's getting rid of the cash shop.
Well, I think it's Reboot servers. I don't think it's the same server. I don't know. Geek Munger, you can explain that to me. But I didn't go deep into it because I'm scared. I'm scared of even playing it because I have work to do, and I don't want to get sucked into MapleStory again because I really like 2D.
Dude, what if you just get a setup? You know, you can get a TV in your car.
Right. So I can drive Uber and play MapleStory at the same time.
Yeah. Or at least just go drive out, park the car somewhere. It looks like you're working to your wife, but you're really just playing MapleStory. One or the other.
Wait. I'm still in the car, so I can use my thumbs and put like a joystick inside of my my wheel, and I can.
Yes,
dude.
Oh my god, that's a cool idea.
So like in my uncle's Corvette, he would have like his dashboard on his front windshield. So you could
just asking for car crashes.
Yeah, dude, you can put the TV in the front windshield, and it'll be like see through, and you could play the game while you drive. Wow. Can you imagine? Traffic in Atlanta is horrible. Like when you look on Google Maps, it lights up like a Christmas tree of all the traffic and car crashes because people in Atlanta are retarded. I mean, stupid.
Wow, no, don't be mean.
Stupid. And
you live there.
Dude, people don't know how to drive here. Okay.
Do you know what you could do? You could just get a Google self-driving car and then just play MapleStory in that.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you could get away with being an Uber driver in a Google self-driving car?
Maybe.
Do you think you could register as multiple Uber drivers and just own lots of self-driving Google cars? Oh my god, it would work for a while. The exploits, it would work. You could just take over a whole city.
You can act like an AI as well. Welcome to Uber, and then
how easily is that you could get basically Uber service fully automated, but you're getting all the profits.
Yeah. It's
you just invest the profits in more cars and more cars. You spread around the world, and all of a sudden, you are the controller of all taxiing services globally. Amazing.
One Punch Man, of course. I mentioned it recently, just in this podcast. Yes, I do watch it. Are you guys hyped for Star Wars? I am pretty hyped. Black Jedi. So I'm going because of that, because I said this last time. No,
takes honesty.
I'm not hyped. I want to see it. I'm going to see it. I'm going to spend money, and hopefully I'm going to assume I'm going to enjoy my $15 worth of Star Wars. I definitely think so. So I don't think it's going to be I mean, it's J.J. Abrams. He doesn't make terrible movies, right? I mean, his movies could be like, okay. I generally like his movies, so I'm pretty sure it's going to be okay. I'm pretty sure, especially.
Yeah, I think it'll be all right, but I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, so.
Yeah, I like Star Wars. I haven't got into the expanded universe much. I got the comic books, so I'm gonna read those. But other than that, yeah, I'm down for some Star Wars for sure. I think we've answered too many, and we've gone on too many, so now we actually have to play the game. You get a couple while I get this set up.
All right, okay. Dargosian said, when will Tomb Raider 2 LP be coming out? I got an estimate at least. I'm guessing you're talking about the newest Tomb Raider, not the original generation Tomb Raider 2. Or the second generation Tomb Raider 2, because I've already done an LP of that. First generation is one of my favorite Tomb Raider games of all time, but I doubt I'll do an LP. The other one, I need to play it for myself first. And X2 comes before it, so after X2 is over. I don't want to make predictions, but sometime. Wooden Potatoes will give you a pet shop gift card for Christmas. What kind of pet do you get and why? A fish.
A fish. I knew it.
Yeah, a fish. I think that'd be pretty cool. I've wanted a fish, sort of, for a while. But I need space for it. Why can't I accept your call on Steam here? Wow, Steam has been really weird, Matt.
Because you're a big meanie.
Steam has been really weird. Call me back. Call me back.
I'll call you, maybe.
That is not how that song goes.
Anyways, guys, people listening on SoundCloud, we will see you guys next time on VisualWood.
Thank you very much for listening.
Yeah, we're listening. You should come to the live show so we can play games and have fun. Today, we're going to be playing The Beginner's Guide. which someone suggested to us, and because Carrie took away Portal 2. And
I have no idea what the beginner's guide is like.
Me either. So
are we going into completely blind?
Completely
we might not realize how the glider works.
Yes, indeed.
Which movie do you think will win, Matt? Because we have to pit them against each other. Batman versus Superman or Captain America: Civil War?
Oh gosh. I feel like the safest choice is Civil War, to be honest.
Boom. You're damn right it is. Civil War.
Very, very safe to pick that instead.
I'm not interested in DC's cack-handed, rushed attempt to get Justice League rolling. You're too late, guys. Marvel took risks. You didn't.
Amazing.
Here is my middle finger.
Amazing. Oh, okay. So the beginner's guide is crashing. And it are we gonna have another week without a game?
I don't really mind. We've gone on loads today, to be honest.
We got on loads. So for some reason it's crashing now and not letting me play it.
Someone's asking, why aren't we supposed to play Portal 2 co-op at some point? I have no memory of this.
Yeah, because we talked
no
about this
memory
last
of this.
podcast.
What do you think about AAA games released during this year? Do you prefer indie games?
We talked about this last podcast. We said
indie games. I think I prefer. I think
Carrie wanted to play Portal 2, and I was like, because that's like such a cool experience to have with another loved one. I don't know where I don't know where your relationship is right now, but I'm just gonna call it love. So I know it will be a cool experience for you guys to like do together. So I gave it up, guys. So it's my fault. I give it up, so they can play together. So blame me. Not
keep it over here.
Not poor Carrie. But we'll find another co-op game that's even better. Oh, no. Nothing can be better than Portal 2. But
Matt Visual, did you ever upload levels to Mario Maker we can play?
Ooh, no, I have never uploaded levels yet. I didn't get too deep into it. I basically just play like through like random selected levels that they have during like the level. I forgot what the mode is called, the course selector. And then I play a couple like of my friends' levels, but I haven't really made anything really because I didn't unlock everything at the moment, and I just never went back to it because everything was just always locked, and you had to sit there for like 5 minutes to unlock everything over and over and over again. It was just too much. But yeah.
Strizel says, "I've got a rescue for the game problem. We could do their guild jumping puzzle live." Strizel's been asking us to do that jumping puzzle for a while, by the way.
Which one?
His jumping puzzle in Guild Wars 2.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah. We could do that in the next.
Oh, Scorch 3409 says, Matt Visual, what are your thoughts on keto?
Keto.
Yeah.
What's keto?
Wow, you don't know what keto is? Keto is a diet. It's interesting. It's a low carb diet. Ketosis is the state of your body's when you eat very low carbohydrates, and it's basically being fat adapted. It's easily burning fat.
A lot of nuts. I know a girl who did this.
It's not just nuts. It's fats. That's like bacon and eggs and high protein, high fatty stuff. You can eat as much like mayo as you want, as much cheese as you want, stuff like that. You just can't eat carbs. So you can't have bread. You can't have pastries. You can't have rice. You can't have any grains.
Well, that's basically what I do now. So
yeah, low carbohydrate. Paleo is
plant-based vegan diet is what I'm on. I guess that's it. I guess we'll have to end it here.
Damn. Well, damn. That's fine though. This is a pretty good podcasting.
I don't know. Like I feel like we didn't give the people what they wanted. I feel like maybe we can put on Wally World
people
again.
Always leave when we start playing games. We're not good at them.
All right. You know what? You're right.
WP, what's up with Ori and the Blind Forest in the YouTube video? It's this amazing game, and I was playing it for like non-stop today, and I couldn't help but put a little bit of
you shut your fanny. You shut your dirty fanny, okay?
Wow.
Right.
Ew.
Well, yeah. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Suggest us a good other co-op game on Twitter, so we can do that next week, and actually get this ball rolling again. And also Ori and the Blind Forest. When Potatoes is gonna play through it and tell us what he thinks
yeah.
about.
Fingers crossed. I do genuinely want to.
And Undertale, because he lied about that. Anyways, guys, we'll see you guys next time on Visual One.
I still can't believe what you just said about my Fanny.
Fanny.
Look, here comes a fire truck. The big fire truck comes down a little street. It's a hook and ladder truck, and that means it's extra long. The corner is too sharp for the truck to go around, but they have a driver in the back who has his own steering wheel. That lets the truck turn extra sharp corners by turning the back wheel. The driver watches carefully as they go around corners and down the street. The hook and ladder. Bye-bye, fire truck. Hurry and go put out the fire.